Moving on to question number 15. So I'll just write down question number 15 here. So see, this says children that 3080 centimeter cube of water is required to fill a cylindrical vessel completely, and 2310 centimeter of water is required to fill up to 5 centimeter below the top. Okay, so what they are saying, children, suppose this is a cylindrical tank. If I want to fill up water till here, then required to fill completely. So the volume is equal to 3080. Now if I want to fill it up to 5 centimeter below, suppose up to this mark, the volume of the water is 32310. Okay, so this is the difference amount that I am getting. So, and this particular length is equal to how much? This particular length is equal to 5 centimeters. So this is the question, that if I am filling this particular tank completely, okay, then it is, the amount of water is this much, and if I am filling it 5 centimeter less, then the volume of water is this much. So you have to find out the radius of the vessel, and then height of the vessel, okay, the complete height, and the wetted surface area of the vessel when it is half filled with water. Wetted surface area is what, children? I have told you already this, that is equal to the curved surface area. Okay, so how are you going to proceed in this? See, write down. So first we will be taking what? We don't know what is the height and we don't know what is the radius. So of course we will be letting radius is equal to r. Okay, and then we will be letting height is equal to h. Then what you will be writing, children? You will be writing that volume of the cylindrical vessel. Okay, so in the first case, write down, when the tank is completely fully filled, then what you will be writing, that pi r square h is equal to 3080. Why 3080, children? Because I have taken this particular thing as height. Okay, I'll just use another ink so that you can just see. This particular thing I have taken as h, and this particular thing I have taken as r up to here. So if it is completely filled, the volume is given by 3080. So I'll be writing down pi r square h is equal to 3080. So if you just see here, r square h will be equal to what, children? R square h will be equal to 3080 divided by pi. So this comes out to be equal to 3080 divided by 22, and 7 goes up. So is this going? This goes 280 times. Okay, so 280 into 7 is going out to be equal to how much, children? So is this, okay, not 280, children, this is 240. Okay, 240, because not 240 also, children, sorry, this is 140. I'm just dividing it by 11 so that I am getting such wrong answer. This is not being divided by 11, this is being divided by 22. So 22 into 1 is 22, so this goes one time, and then 88 is 4, so this is 140. So 140 into 7 is equal to 980. So what am I getting? The first part that I am getting is equal to r square h is equal to 980. This particular thing I am getting from the first case. So I'll be marking this as equation number 1. Now I'll be moving to the second case. So I'll be writing down like this. Second case means what? Here my radius is equal to r, okay, but then what is the height which is there, children? See, for the difference of this much, see, for this much height, for 5 centimeter, how much is the difference is volume, children? Okay, write down, volume is equal to 3080 minus 2310 centimeter cube. So this comes out to be equal to how much, children? This is coming out to be 770. So this is when height is equal to 5 and radius is equal to how much? Radius is equal to, of course you are taking radius as r only. Then what you will be writing? Write down pi r square h is equal to 770. So this implies what, children? This will imply that r square h is equal to, or else because we have h also, we'll just replace the value 22 upon 7 into r square into h is equal to 770. Okay, so we'll just go for the solving part. We already know h, children. So what can we do? We can just write down the value of h, that we know that h is equal to 5 here. So what I will be doing, children, this particular first equation I will be writing down here so that I can erase that. R square h is equal to 980. So this was my first equation, and then rest of the things I will be just erasing. Okay. So now what I am getting? See, I am getting that r square 22, r square will be equal to how much? This will be equal to 770 into 7. Okay, write down 770 into 7 divided by 22 into 5. Okay, so this goes how many times, children? This divided by 11 is 2, this 11 divided by 11 is 70, and then this again, if it goes, this goes 35 times, and then 35 divided by 5 is 7. So 7 into 7. So r square is equal to, we are getting this as equal to 49. So what is the value of r? Of course r will be equal to plus minus 7, but then you will be taking only 7 centimeter because the radius can never be negative for sure. Okay, so you are getting radius is equal to 7 centimeter. Now what you will be calculating from equation number 1, if you remember, r square h was equal to, okay, 980. So what will be the value of h? This implies h will be equal to 980 upon r square. So this in turn will be equal to 980 divided by 7 into 7. So this is coming out to be 7 sevens are 49. 980 upon 49 is 20. So we are getting radius is equal to 7 centimeter and height is equal to 20 centimeter. Alright, so this is what we have calculated. Now what we need to calculate? The curved surface area. So you already know the formula of curved surface area, children. So you can easily find out the curved surface area. And then in that particular thing, what you have to see, children, that whatever the area is wetted is not just the curved surface area. Okay, because what is curved surface area, children? Curved surface area is only this part from here to here. But here, since it's a tank, the bottom area is also getting wetted. Okay, so what will be your formula? The amount that is getting wetted, area is wetted. I'll tell you the formula, and then you can do it that easily. Will be equal to, see, first of all, curved surface area plus area of base. Because base is also getting wet, children. Had we talked about the area of plastering and all, then we would have taken only the inside surface. But then since it is wetting part, so this will be taking 2 pi RH plus, what is the area of the base? That is equal to pi r square. Okay, so if you just take here common pi and r, you are getting 2h plus r. So you just have to replace the value in this particular equation, and then you can get the answer. This particular formula, not equation, and then you can get the answer. Okay, so third sub question being an easy one, I'll be giving you this as homework. Okay, so now we'll be moving to question number 16. So we'll just see if it's an easy one, we'll be taking this as homework, or else we'll do. So if you see, this is question number 16. So in question number 16, the question says, find the volume of the largest cylinder formed when a rectangular piece of paper is rolled into the shorter side. Okay, so this is an easy question, children. So suppose this is the piece of paper that we are talking about. So when it is rolled into the shorter side means what, children? Suppose this is equal to 44 and this is equal to 33. So this particular is the shorter side. So when you are rolling this like this, so if suppose you are talking about shorter side, children, then this shorter side becomes the height. So this becomes the height, and how will you find out the radius? The radius will be equal to this particular 44 becomes the circumference, children. Okay, so when it is being rolled along this breadth which is there, children, then what happens? The height, okay, just a second, children, when we are rolling it upon the smaller part, then what should we take into consideration? We'll be taking, which one will be taken as height? When it is rolled along the shorter side. Okay, so along the shorter side means what, children? You are rolling it this way. Okay, not this way, children. See, you are rolling it up from this side. Along the shorter side means like this you are rolling. So in the first case, height you will be taking as 44 centimeter. I will be telling you how to do, and then this 33 centimeters becomes the perimeter. So what you will be writing, 2 pi r will be equal to 33 centimeter. Okay, so what you will be doing now, you will be from here you will be calculating what is r. So this implies r will be equal to 33 upon 2 pi. So this in turn is equal to 33 divided by 2 into 22, and 7 goes up. So this becomes equal to how much? Divided by 11, this is 2 and 3. So we are getting 21 upon 4. So how much is 21 upon 4, children? This is equal to 5.25. So we have calculated the height, we have calculated the radius. Then how much will this be equal to? Okay, so you just have a look. So this implies volume will be equal to pi r square h. So this comes out to be equal to 22 upon 7 into r square you can take as 21 upon 4 into 21 upon 4, children. And h has been given as 44. So you just have to calculate this. This goes 3 times and here we have 11 times. So anything else, children? This is 11 and this is 2. So I am getting 33 into 11. So 11 is 121. So 121 into 63 divided by 2. Okay. So this, when I am calculating, this is coming out to be equal to 3811.5 centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the way this particular sum has to be done, children, wherein what are you seeing? You can see that we have taken the volume when it is rolled from this side, and in the second sub question what you will be doing, children, I will be giving you this as homework as well. The same thing will be there. In the second case it will be rolled along this side. So in the second case what changes will be there, children? The steps that has to be followed has to be same. Only in second sub question height will be equal to 33 centimeter and the radius will be equal to, circumference will be equal to 44 centimeter, and in the similar way you can do the sum. Okay, so first find out radius and then find out volume. Alright, so this is the way this particular sum has to be done. We will now move to question number 17. Okay, so in question number 17, the question says a metal cube of size 11 centimeter is completely submerged in water contained in a cylindrical vessel with the diameter 28 centimeter. Find the rise in the level of water. So this question is very easy one, children. I'll be telling you how to do and you can easily do this as homework. So here the diameter has been given. So radius has been given as 14 centimeter. Okay, so the dimensions of the cube, suppose side of the cube is A, that has been given as 11 centimeters. So you have to find out the volume of the cube. So volume of the cube will be equal to 1331 centimeter cube. Then what you have to do, children, this particular volume will be the volume that is responsible for the increase in height. So what you will be using, that increase in volume, this particular formula you will be writing is equal to volume of cube. Okay, so this will be equal to what is the formula, children? Pi r square h is equal to 1331. So here what you will be writing, that 22 upon 7 into r square is how much, children? R has been given as 28 upon 2. So you will be writing 28 upon 2 is equal to how much, children? This is 14. So 14 into h is equal to 1331. That's it, and then you can just find out the value of h. Okay, so I told you already how to do this sum. So this one you can easily take as homework. Okay, so this particular question also I am marking as homework, question number 17. We will now move to question number 18. Okay, so question number 18 says what? A circular tank of diameter 2 meter is dug and the earth removed is spread uniformly all around the tank to form a embankment 2 meter in width and 1.6 meter in height. Find the depth of the circular tank. Okay, this question is also an easy one, children, but then I'll be doing this. So here what they are saying, see, there is a well that has been dug up. Okay, so the diameter of the tank has been given as 2 meter, means children 1 meter is the radius. So with that they have formed an embankment. So what is embankment, children? Means you are surrounding the well like this. So for that embankment, the width has been given as 2 meter. Okay, this particular has been given as 2 meters, and then height has been given as 1.6 meters. Okay, so what you have to find out, you have to find out the height. So it is very easy, children. You have to remember that this particular area becomes, actually if you see, this is acting as a hollow cylinder. So whatever is the amount of mud that has been accumulated here in the form of embankment, that will become what? That will become the volume of the mud that has been dug out. Okay, so here I will be using two columns so that it is easier for you to understand. First of all, for the mud that is dug out. Okay, for that will be, or not this way, children, write down. First we'll be writing for well, and then here we'll be writing for embankment. You have to remember one thing, children, that volume of the mud is same in both the cases. So that is the particular fact that we'll be using in solving this particular question. Okay, that the volume of the embankment has to be same. So first we'll be looking for well. So for well, what we'll calculate, children? The well, the diameter has been given as 2. So radius is equal to how much? 1 centimeter. Height has not been given. So you'll be writing let height is equal to h. Okay, so volume will be equal to how much, children? This will be equal to pi r square h. So this in turn will be equal to pi into h, because r is 1 centimeter. For the embankment, what you will be seeing, children, the inner radius will be equal to the radius of the well. So that is 1 meter. This is meter, children, not centimeter. Here you have to just look into this. And then, children, what is the thickness of the embankment? That is 2 meters. So what will be the external radius? External radius will be equal to 1 plus 2 meter, that is equal to 3 meter. And then what is the height given? Height has been given at 1.6 meter. So what will be the volume, children? I will write down here that the volume will be equal to, what is the volume in case of a hollow cylinder, children? Pi capital R square minus small r square into h. So this is equal to how much? Write down pi. Let pi be like this, children, because ultimately it is going to be cancelled. So capital R is how much? 3 square. So write down 3 square minus 1 square into h is 1.6. So this is coming out to be equal to pi into 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 into 1.6. So 1.6 into 8 is equal to how much, children? 128. So this is coming out to be 1.28 pi. Now this particular volume, children, whatever you are getting, this is equal to this particular volume. So you can take this as equation 1, this as equation 2, and then you can write like this from 1 and 2. Pi h, pi into h is equal to 12.8 pi. So pi is getting cancelled. How much you are getting? H. H is coming out to be equal to 12.8 meters. So very easy it was, children. You only had to use the concept of embankment, and then you will be easily getting your answer. Okay, so this is the way this particular sum has to be done. It was an easy one, children. So I just hope you all understood.